Hi, good people. It's Amy from Savor Salvage Scent, and I hope you're doing great. For those of you who are new to the channel, this mostly focuses on all things fragrance related with an occasional other DIY or creative project. Thanks so much for returning to those of you who are continuing the discussion with me. Love that you're here and always welcome feedback, thoughts, ideas. And for those of you new to the channel, I hope you'll consider giving this video a thumbs up and clicking the red subscribe button if you would like to stay in touch, and you'll get updates about upcoming videos. So today is part 5 of a 6-part series of focused on perfumes that make me feel hopeful or happy. This is an interesting time of year, I think, for a lot of us, especially those who live in cold climates and get the kind of cold weather doldrum. Sorry about the shaking. I have a cat who is behind the camera, needs to be here suddenly. Hi, Cody. And for those of us who are in cold climates, sometimes we need something to look forward to, and or just faced with COVID, etc., pandemic, and other life's challenges. So I'm doing the series based on perfumes that, for me, make me feel more hopeful or happy, or that I like to wear when I want to accentuate that mood. And I'm finding that a lot of the scents that I love, that are my favorites, are not necessarily those things. They're often, I would say, ambers, gourmands, things that are smoky, incensey, and I love those. But those for me are much more comforting, things that almost make me want to slow down. And so this series focuses on scents that energize me. So part 5 of 6, I thought today I would focus on what I'm calling bright fruits. So what this doesn't count in my mind is I have a ton of like lemony and citrus almost only scents. I could do a whole video about those. I probably have, God, 30 plus. And so I'm not going to concentrate on those today mostly. I have 11 that I'm going to talk to you about that I find that I don't wear enough, but I think are really interesting, what I'm calling brighter fruits. So not fruits that are like so gourmand that they just comfort me or smell like candy alone. These are not fruits that, just smell like things that would be with baked goods and make you want to kind of nest or comfort. These are things that I find to be bright or energizing. So I have 11 here for you, and they range from, let's see, I think I paid $4 for the cheapest one up to, I think they retail for $100 to $120. Most of these are really affordable. So I'm going to dive right in. First is an oldie but a goodie, Versace's Red Jeans. A lot of people are split about this. It definitely has a very vintage smell. This is the bottle. I think this is my second, this is my second bottle in my life. Cute bottle, I think. And this is a lot of things. It's a heck of a composition, and there's some musky notes and other things. But for me, what I get most is a really, really, really bright fruity floral. Specifically, what really comes out for me are like stone fruits. So peach and apricot. And then there's black currant too. So this is one that I would call almost like a fruit salad scent. It definitely has other things again. It has almost an ozonic or almost kind of watery quality. But mostly I get really, really bright fruit, and I love it for that. It's very 90s, and I love it. So Red Jeans by Versace. Next is I would just call a weird one in the best of ways. I wish you could see my cat on the other side of this camera watching me like I am his audience, because of course he does not get the internet and he thinks I'm talking to him, right? All right, Me by Lanvin. This is such a weird and awesome one. This is so artsy. Hardly anybody talks about it. I feel like a lot of people don't like it. I love it. This is blueberry. Blueberry with licorice to make it even more unlikable to other people. I love licorice, but this is blueberry and licorice, and it has some other things, I think mandarin, but those are the things that come out the most to me. So It's this bright fruit with this kind of powdery licorice, and I think it's so interesting. It almost has a smoky quality, but definitely has a bright quality as well. Really affordable, and I just have to say, and maybe this is because I love Joss and her videos totally influenced me. I have been trying to pair things together and layer things, which I did not do a lot of in my younger years. But this goes so well with Bath and Body Works Blueberry Sugar Pancakes Cream. I can't even tell you how good this smells together. Oh my gosh. All right, so Lanvin Me, a blueberry scent. Now I'm going to talk about 2 scents, really, really inexpensive from the Body Shop. Yes, this is a citrus, but it is so bright. I had to include this. This is Satsuma, one of my first loves. This, if you've ever smelled Satsuma, it's a certain kind of mandarin. This is instant energy, instant uplift, instant happiness. I truly cannot wear this and be in a bad mood. I'm not kidding. I love wearing this in the summer, but I also love wearing it in the winter when I'm in the doldrums and I need a pick-me-up. But oh my gosh, this is good. And for those of you who don't know, they have creams and other things to go with it. And it's just nothing like it. Satsuma, this is my BFF's one of her favorite scents. Another one that I just happen to have on hand right now is their Mango Body Mist. Love it. It is pretty linear, not a huge composition, but man, does it smell. It smells to me like fresh mango with a tiny bit of powder. It's so, so good, so cheap. I also love, but do not own it right now because I ran out of it, their strawberry scent is wonderful too. It's very much these two, not Satsuma, but the mango and the strawberry one are definitely a body spray. These are ones that you're gonna have to respray during the course of the day, but they're usually very cheap and wonderful. So 2 more bright fruits. Another is an unsung perfume. I honest to God, I don't think I've ever heard anybody else talk about it. This is by a house called Pharmacia. A lot of people talk about one called, I think, Vanilla Doré, that's supposed to be a knockoff of a really expensive vanilla perfume. Can't remember which one. This is called Rose. It would be, I guess, Épice. So I thought when I first saw this, and I was reluctant to buy it because of it, that rose meant rose in this case. But because it's French, it really means pink spices. Rose Épice. So what does that mean? What comes out to me, I'm going to tell you the whole composition since not a lot of people talk about this. First of all, you can get it at Anthropologie, and it's $20-some. But here's what's in it. Raspberry champagne is the note that comes out the most for me, but with star jasmine, heliotrope, sandalwood, amber, and what it smells like to me, if you all have ever smelled Guerlain's French Kiss, which is heinously expensive. It might even be discontinued now. I think it's about $300 to $400. It is phenomenal. I smelled it in the Guerlain shop and I was totally in love. This is darn close. It's not quite as refined smelling. The Guerlain is worth it if you've got the cash. It's phenomenal. This is really good though for $20-some. So Pink Spice or Spices or Rose Épice by Pharmacia. Beautiful, bright raspberry scent that has some powder and other wonderful things running through it. Speaking of raspberry and Guerlain, this is Le Petit Robe Noire, the Couture version. The reason, how you can know it's Couture is by the shape of the dress here. You can see it's an off the shoulder with a slit up the leg, but also it's the pink juice, y'all. That's how you can tell it's a Couture version too. This thing does not get a lot of love, and oh, I love it. This is right on the verge of being not so much as bright, but a little like with a smokiness. So for those of you who are familiar with Le Petit Robe Noire, it's very much like that, but it's really pronounced in the raspberry department. So it's got a bit of a smoky or a beautiful quality, but it's really raspberry too. So this to me is a very refined raspberry scent. It's wonderful, and you can find it pretty affordably still online. I want to say like around 40. Really great for a 3.4 ounce bottle, and a gorgeous bottle, as you can see. So I am a banana lover. Love to eat it, love to smell like it. A lot of people are not. Oh, well, darn, we're all different, right? I get it. different strokes for different folks. I have a lot of banana scents that are gourmand. They might smell like a banana milkshake or banana dessert or banana bread. I'm not going to talk about those here because those to me are really comforting and gourmand and make me feel like eating or slowing down. This, however, Demeter's Plantain is really bright and energizing. It smells like fresh green banana. When you've just cracked into the peel, that's what it smells like, and I love it. It's wonderful. Dirt cheap. I think you can find this for about $12 to $20. I think this is 4 ounces. It's Plantain by Demeter. Really cool. Bright banana. This is one of my new loves this year. This is by a house called Haus of Gloi, Haus of Gloi. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, let me know. This is a small indie house. I'm loving some of what I've tried from them this year. This I purchased and I immediately bought a second bottle. It's so good. It is called Lavender Pear Anise Cake. I believe they're currently out of stock, but they often restock. This is great. There are some Burberry scents I almost put on this list that are, no, sorry, Cat. Cat is trying to run interference in the background. If only you knew. He's so cute too. But there are a lot of Burberry scents and some other scents in my collection that are really pear-based that I love. They're gorgeous. But a lot of those, again, smell like stewed pears or spiced pears. To me, they're fall or winter scents, or they're really, really heavy in powdery or gourmand elements. This, while it does have a little gourmand, obviously, it's called Lavender Pear Anise Cake. The pear is super fresh and bright, and the lavender gives it this herbal kind of pick-me-up quality. I love this scent so much. It is so beautiful. I think it runs only $30 or $35. So definitely check out the house. If they're out of this, it might come back. And secondly, there will be other things that you will want to try on their site. Believe me, they're great. So Lavender Pear Anise Cake, really bright pear with lavender. I'm going to talk about 2 body sprays quickly. I have to say, I have really fallen in love with Bath & Body Works this year. Some of you might think that's a little too lowbrow. I don't care. I have learned that just about anything in life, whether it's the hardware store or how you furnish your home or how you dress yourself, sometimes there are high things that are great, expensive things that are wonderful, and sometimes you got to go low. Lo-fi is great too. And once in a while, I think Bath & Body Works gets some amazing, amazing things. I'm going to talk to you about 2 that I think no one talks about or gives love, and I think they're both great. One is called Coconut Candy Apple. This is a relatively recent buy. You can see it's still pretty full. This was such a surprise. They have candy apple scents that I don't really love. They're screechy or they're winter candy apple. It just doesn't really do much for me. This coconut candy apple is so weird and awesome. I love it. I got this at their semi-annual sale, marked way down. I have a feeling it'll come back, but you might even be able to find it now. I think I paid less than $4 for it. This is fresh coconut and apple. And the combination together is so cool and interesting. I don't think you smell like everybody else. It's really great. Is it long lasting? No, you have to respray it. Again, I got it on sale, really, really marked down, and it's beautiful. And it's so, I think, artsy and weird and interesting. Coconut Candy Apple. Another one that I got on semi-annual sale that I believe they're currently out of, but hopefully will come back, is called Love and Sunshine. Hopefully this comes back in the spring or summer when this is typically sold. It does have a little bit of, I think, marigold, and there's another, it has a little lemon. But what stands out the most for me is strawberry, fresh strawberry in a really nice way. And combined with the lemon and the marigold, it has such a beautiful brightness without it being, I think, juvenile or too boring. It's just beautiful. So Love and Sunshine, really great, uplifting, makes me feel happy. Perfect name for it. Last but not least, I have just been wearing this week and I'm loving it. So some of you will know who've watched the channel before, I'm a Lolita Lempicka freak. That was one of my first loves in perfumes when it came out in the 90s. Super licorice heavy, beautiful. And then a lot of its flankers over the years have had licorice running through it. They recently kind of reformulated, I think, most of what's in the house. They've discontinued some things, started some new things. Believe they made the house fully vegan, which is wonderful. But they reformulated some of the scents, and they're not just as good as they used to be. So I was really reluctant to try a new release from them, in spite of how gorgeous this marketing is for this scent called Lolita Land. And its phenomenal bottle with a fawn on the top of it. It's just beautiful. It looks like a big gourd or something. So I started wearing this week, kind of like, oh, we'll see how this goes. And the tester was really cheap. I think I paid $1.50 for it on FragranceNet. Well, y'all, sometimes it's great to try things that you think you might not like, because this turned out to be wonderful. It's interesting because it's got this lush marketing that would make me feel like it was green or foresty. I don't get that. What I get, and I get then the marketing in this way too, it is lush. It is, to me, a fruit salad. It's like 5 different fruits. Combine those 5 fruits or the fruit salad with a creamsicle, and then add even more vanilla. This thing is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I will not say it's sophisticated. It is, to me, a really indulgent, syrupy, sweet, beautiful perfume, addictive. I do not think it's light like a body spray, but I wouldn't call it refined or a great composition. However, it smells delicious, and it definitely has this bright, thick jamminess, and again, fruit salad, creamsicle, and vanilla. I mean, why wouldn't you want to smell like that? So Lolita Land. So I think that was 11 different scents that I find to be really bright and fruity, which is not always my lane, but I really love them when I want an uplift. So I'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite fruit scents that are not gourmand, alone, or comforting? What are the ones that really are bright to you, really uplift you? Next and last in the series, I will talk about aquatic and ozonic scents. Talk soon. Cheers. Bye.